The Neuroscience and Behavioural Disorder program at Duke-NUS is focused to understand the structures and functions of the human brain, as well as neurological disorders. So the key vision is to become a global leader in neuroscience research and education. So our program has two major research focuses. The first one is on neurodegenerative disorders, such as Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. And the second research focus is on neurodevelopmental and neuropsychiatric disorders, neurodegenerative disorders that tend to manifest in older individuals, while neurodevelopmental neuropsychiatric disorders mainly are found in children and young adults. As we are facing the challenge of increased incidence of neurodegenerative diseases during aging population, our research in this area will be timely and important. Younger population, mental health is always a challenge, and we would like to investigate the genetic causes of these neuropsychiatric disorders, including anxiety, depression, and schizophrenia, to understand the disease and improve the treatment.
When it comes to human brains, it's actually very inaccessible. The idea of creation of mini brains is to create a replica of your own brain so that we can study it, we can change it, we can edit it, and we can put drugs on it to test its efficacy. We want to use this to understand Parkinson's disease. In Parkinson's disease, the cells in the midbrain selectively die. One of the ideas of using personalized mini brains from individuals is that one day we are hopeful that those cells can be transplanted back to the patient as a way to cure the Parkinson's. We are making big strides toward that direction, and hopefully in a couple of years, we can start that clinical trial in Singapore.
So my current research work involves looking at Alzheimer's disease. So what we do is we take patients with Alzheimer's disease cells, convert them into stem cells, and study different cell types' role in the disease pathogenesis. So our research in Alzheimer's disease is very translatable back to the clinics in terms of improving the diagnostics, screening for drugs, and also be used for cell therapy. In the clinics, we often see that the patients run out of options when it comes to treatments, especially in neurological disorders. That's why I decided to pursue a PhD to study the pathogenesis of the disease further, so we can come up with better treatments.
Some of the diseases are, for example, neurodevelopmental diseases are not even very well diagnosed. So diagnosis is the first, at the beginning step. Then we try to carry out research to find out what are the genetic causes and treatment in the laboratory, and then moving to clinic. My lab has been working on multiple model systems, including fruit fly, Drosophila, and mouse brain, as well as human cerebral organoids. So we are interested in understanding brain development. The purpose of our research is to identify key mechanisms underlying the disease manifestation, so that we work on these pathways and identify potential ways to activate or compensate the lost stem cell proliferation or differentiation defects.
One of the things I enjoy most working at Duke-NUS is the culture, the atmosphere here. We have an open lab concept. Not only the students, the trainees, the postdocs are talking to each other, the PIs are also having conversations all the time. And that's one of the most fun things I enjoy so far here.
Everyone is really free and open to any questions and any suggestions. If I have any concerns or I run into any roadblocks on my project, I can just go and find the PIs who are knowledgeable in certain aspects of neuroscience and ask them questions.
Collaboration is really key for research, because nowadays very rarely can do research alone. We really appreciate the funding support from philanthropy donors and industry partners, and they are able to support our research that more clinical, relevant, or more translational. One of our long-term partner is SingHealth, particularly National Neuroscience Institute and KK Women's and Children's Hospital. By collaborating with clinicians, we are able to have access to patient samples, and this will really be critical for our research, filling the gaps between bench and bedside, and translating our innovative neuroscience research into practical medical care. My vision for NBD to move forward is first to track the best talents who are passionate, we can then help them to develop their career and make impact in their research. And second is to strengthen and expand our collaborations so that we can leverage on new technology, for example, artificial intelligence, to further increase our research impact. And last but not least, we would encourage diversity and inclusion in research. We have probably the strongest neuroscience program in Singapore, so we are confident that we can do better in the future.